is, for how many people have come to see us full band before? Almost all of you. Okay, so for those of you who haven't seen us before, we don't follow a script. There were a couple shows, I think, where Monty had to start playing a song just so I'd shut up. So, on that note, let's have some questions and answers.
Anybody have any questions in the audience? What do you guys want to know? All right, let's go over to the front row. Red sweater?
Yes. Without revealing what they are, because I know you won't, do you know how many tracks there'll be on the new album? And are you going to be designing the album cover like you did for Wait For Me?
The goal, what am I allowed to say, manager? Okay, she just said yes. The goal is 12 tracks, so somewhere between 10 and 12. Album cover, yeah, probably.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got ideas.
Good. Cool.
Okay.
What's up?
Hi, David.
Hi.
I wanted to first of all say that Wait For Me, sorry, is a great song.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What song is
I
Wait
told
For You?
I don't know. I'll talk to you later.
A lot of like air supply.
Anyway, one song that I've noticed that you haven't played in a while is Where Do We Go?
Mm-hmm.
And I was curious if that meant that it didn't make the album, or if you can reveal that.
Every song is still a contender. Where Do We Go is more of the technology behind playing that song live. It's a little cumbersome to set it up every night, to be honest. And then past that, vocally, it's a challenge. So when we're doing like the 3, 4, 5 nights in a row, vocally, it's a little taxing and yeah.
Okay.
And
it could be on the album.
It, so. I don't even know what song you're talking about. I just
Wait For You.
Wait For You.
Yeah, we'll wait for you. I'll learn that song. Yeah.
When you're working on songs and you're writing and making everything happen, is there a spot that you go to, or do things just kind of like pitch you and you put them in your iPad? What's your process?
You know, I'm a big proponent of the phone. So like, I'll get a little lyric snippet or a song title or something and throw it in my phone. Most of the time I look back on it and go, that's a really terrible idea, or I don't remember what I was thinking. But there's like 20-30% of those notes that actually do turn into things. And as I moved out to Nashville a couple years ago and actually been writing partly for myself and partly for other artists. And so like I went home. I went home during the Royals playoff run. I know where I'm at, but that's what happened.
Too soon.
Yeah, well, tell me about it. My nephew was trying to get me to play Ninjago. I'm not even sure what that is, but that's what he wanted to play. And he was telling me about some character and all this stuff, and he made some weird comment. I think, keep your fire or something. And that turned into a song for somebody else. So it's just stuff like that. I like notes on the phone, and then or a melody will hit. I try not to wake up in the middle of the night and do that because I can't go back to sleep. And that's the hard dirt right there.
Is there anything you're rolling around in your head right now? Like, I'm thinking of tomorrow's show already. So what are you working on? What line is running through your head while you're in Washington?
Don't mess up the lyrics. Is that a song? I could do that.
It could be.
Could be.
No, I will say, I lived in LA for 4 years, like when I started Idol to, whenever I moved to Nashville. And moving even that far back east, and then to come here and to get to travel to New York. There's just so much history on this side of the country, and you and I were talking earlier about, I think we have a late call tomorrow, so we might try to sneak around and see some stuff. But this is honestly one of my favorite cities. I think my personal history with brain cancer and brain tumors and all that aside, I really do just love coming here. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I might write like 3 songs tomorrow.
We could use one because Taylor Swift has that New York song. New York gets all the love, and here in DC we feel like the stepbrother.
It's easier to rhyme, really. There's a lot of syllables in Washington DC. It doesn't flow as well.
You want to do another one for us, Taylor?
And I can't really just say DC because then people think I'm talking about me, and that's weird. What is it? What was the terrible joke you had yesterday? Go ahead and tell them. Or was it today? Go ahead.
With DC, in December. In December.
He's so mad I made him tell people.
He's mad because it's genius. He wishes he thought it.
That's it. Alright. How do we come back from that? Why did I do that? Alright, anyway. So is it time for another?